Hey y'all, today I'm going to share with you a fish recipe that is so doggone good. You going to be mad I didn't tell you about this recipe earlier. Y'all, this is so simple. Maybe you don't want to fry fish anymore. You want to cut back. You just want to do a different style of fish. Guys, I've never shared this recipe. You are going to love it. I am going to start with 3 whitefish fillets. Now you can use any type of whitefish you like, whether that be sway, cod, mahi-mahi, burundi, tilapia, whichever one jibes with you. All right, I'm using sway today because it is a mild, easily accessible white fish. And I'm going to just wash it with a little bit of vinegar. The vinegar is not going to put any taste into your fish. Okay, so don't worry about that, honey. I just like to give, my fish a little rub down with it. And then, of course, I'm going to scrubby dub that sink. Then I am going to chop 2 cloves of garlic. You got to use fresh garlic in my opinion, okay? But if you don't want to do it, I'll tolerate the jarred minced garlic, okay? I'm going to add to a bowl, and then I am going to add a few dollops of sour cream and then a little bit of QP mayo. Now this QP mayo, y'all, there's something special about it. It just has a really nice taste. But if you don't like QP mayo, a little bit of avocado oil mayo is really nice too. Then I'm going to add some Dijon mustard as well as some fresh lemon thyme. Honey, this lemon thyme is straight from my garden and just adds a really fresh, citrusy, herby taste. Oh my God, it is so good. All right, then I am going to chop up the green parts of a spring onion and I'm going to mince it somewhat finely. It's going to add a light oniony taste to this sauce, and then I'll add some dried dill. Fresh dill would also work great as well. One thing you don't want to do is get crazy with the salt in this. There's already some salt in the mayo. There's a little bit in that sour cream, and whitefish has a mild taste, so you don't want to overpower it. I'm literally putting in a tiny pinch of salt as well as some crushed red pepper flakes and a little bit of white pepper. You can taste this mix for seasoning. It will actually taste really, really good. Onto a baking sheet spray with a bit of olive oil, I am going to add my fish and then I am going to very lightly season it. There's a lot of flavor in our sauce, baby, okay? So you don't want to get crazy with this. Be light-handed. I know some of y'all is so heavy-handed in the kitchen, okay? You can overwhelm this fish and you don't want to do that. If you don't have this fish seasoning that I'm showing you, don't worry. Just add a little paprika and that will be fine. In the comments, I want you to tell me your favorite recipe for baked fish. What do you do when you want to switch it up and you don't want to fry fish and you just want to give your family something new? Please let me know your recipe and you may see it featured on the channel. I am going to divide up my cream mixture between all 3 of the fish. If I had a 4th fish fillet, I really wouldn't even need extra sauce because honestly, it doesn't take much to get that flavor. And this sauce is going to keep your fish super moist, tender, and delicious. And of course, it's going to pack a punch with all that deliciousness we put in there. I am then going to lightly add on just a bit of Parmesan cheese. This is going to help a crust develop on the top of the fish and give a great nuttiness. And then I'm going to top with a little bit of paprika. I have preheated my oven to 400 degrees. And we are going to be baking these babies for about 13 minutes. Now, the timing really depends on how thick your fish is. If you got like a really thick piece of whitefish, then that's going to take more like 15 to 18 minutes. Cod can sometimes come on the thicker side. But honestly, I don't really rock with cod like that because it just doesn't come out right for me. After my fish is baked for 13 minutes, then I'm going to put it on a broil for about 2 minutes. Baby, when you put it on that broil, you better be standing by your oven door looking. I remember I used to put stuff on broil as a kid, and my mom said, you better watch it, okay? Because, it goes from brown to burnt in about 3 seconds. Now, when you get that good crust on your fish, honey, don't worry about the little extra stuff swimming around in the pan. You can sop that up with a little bit of some mashed potatoes because that sauce is so good. When I tell you this fish is delectable. If you serve this with a little bit of light pasta, orzo, rice, mashed potatoes, some broccoli or cauliflower, this will be a winner for a dinner. Y'all and your whole family is going to enjoy this. Please let me know if you try this recipe in the comments, and I'll see you next time in Kamira's Kitchen. Goodbye and God bless.